Okay. Good morning, everyone. Get ourselves a little bit set up. Good morning, everybody. Right, so we just up and running this morning. A bit slow to get started. Just having a little run out on testing our luck, really. See where we are on the Omaha game. Looking quite rosy. There we go. Okay. Just slip that back in there. I think we can fold that there. So strategy we play with Omaha is to look for pocket pairs of sort of queens, kings, aces, and also we're looking at the ace flush hand. It's the only two hands we're really interested in on the game. If we're missing, we're not betting. Best we can hope for here is a king. We missed the river. We'll pay him off just to see what he's got, and yeah, we take it down with a straight. So all we do here with a low pair sets of sevens, you can set mine with this sort of hand, and we're in a position to do so because we're 326 deep. If you haven't got an ace flush or a top pair in your hand, this would normally be a fold to a raise. And now we're picking up a possible straight. See where it comes to after our next card. We've got a possible flush draw. See what the river brings us. We're looking at a pop bet there, 24 for the king. Yeah, and, you know, all we've managed here is a pair. We might be winning, we might be losing. We've got a pair of bloody threes for crying out loud. Or a pair of sevens, should be saying. So no, we can't call that deep. Yeah, dropped quite a bit of dropped quite a bit of meat off that one. Now it gives us straight back into a flush in hand, ace flush. Also got the other side of it covered on the. If we've got a king of clubs out there, we've got the nuts flush still. Just going to pot up with the king on. Slickster, he's not going to want to drop 16 bigs, he's just nicked off us, isn't he? Let's see what he's up to. he knows the rest of it's going to be coming in after this bet. So is he going to fold? No, it's going to go all in. Fair enough. He's got his queens. So we don't mind doing that. We drop to Terra and pick up from the other side then. Ain't in the region about 50 blinds for that. We've got this hand here again. Again, we're calling because of blind situation. How deep we are. We're always going to be looking at a raise normally as it comes round. Did everyone just fold that out? I think they did. Yeah, they did. Folding round us now. Yeah, so on this hand, we're looking at, we've got all the straight covered basically. Missed it on the river. Got flushed out, as they say. Not a lot for us working on that hand. We've got things like the Broadway covered there on those card selections. Got one of my favourite hands in this lot. We've got the ace flush, max bet. So we've got the ace flush covered. Also, one of my favourite hands, the 10-8. One of the most hit hands in poker, I say, every time it pops up. And look, all we've done here is picked up top pair. We're going to pot it out though still. Rodners, just basically because we've got them all stacked. So the question is, do they want to take us down? Is our ace flush coming to fruition or not? He's taking us on the drive and gets himself lucked out with trips. So again, now ace flush on the board. And also still got a possible straight draw. Which developed a little bit with the Jack 10 there. Pot up again. Getting worse for us on the straight draw. We're going to check out. Call to a bet. We're just going to check out. And you sometimes just don't know where you are on a board. So here we go. We've got two flush draws now. We've got a short stack all in. You are where you are on these hands. Managed to luck ourselves out on a straight. The Broadway again. You'll see these straights a lot. Broadway and the pinwheel. We've got a lot of cards out there at the moment. Everybody likes an ace. So the only people who look at this and go, oh, look, we've got a king queen suited. We are drawing to the nuts with it with regards to raw flush. You know, odds are through the roof, but it's something you can always have a look at. And you don't need to be potting at this stage. You can just float in light, see where you are on the board. You know, picked up bottom pair. Not really going anywhere on this board at all. So again, straight fold. We're just looking for top pairs, aces, kings, queens, and ace flush. And till we get that sort of hand in there, that's why we're not going to be really moving a lot. We'll look at stack sizes. So we've got everybody stacked on the table, but Castelia on our right and money flow is can drop us down by half. Yeah, we're not fussed about this side of the table. A little bit more concerned with that side of the table. Ace of spades for the nuts flush. Let's see it. So again, pair of eights. We just folded straight out. can, with this sort of deep, this sort of stack here, we can look to go, you know, look at working these blinds a little bit, but just no real gain for us. More of a loss. We're always going to get involved in pots where we'll be drawing to trips, a straight or something, and they'll be drawing the full houses and flushes. So ball was working a little bit for us. Needed the jack to complete the straight. Still there for the jack for the straight, but with the paired board, we're looking at a full house on there, and we might win this with two pair, but you always got to be cautious in this sort of situation. We don't have a queen in the hand to look at that, and we're going to call him just for call down purpose. Yeah, but he had a queen in his hand, a bit obvious, but it's what it is. We didn't, you know, it was in the hand because of big blind situation. So again, set mine with a pair of sixes here. We can do that because of the blind situation. Other than that, we're looking at a fold situation here. Pocket sixes, mid-table, not very good, not very strong, unless you're setting up and possibly full housing on that. That's weak to the board. We're drawing on a king flush at the moment, very weak set though. Also got the straight possibility with a queen. We call a single bet. Or just probably raise up with a king, nine, king, jack. And there's our flush on the board. But what it's actually done is given out there a straight flush. We can't see those cards, but let's pot up and see where we're at. I mean, a 6-2 is very weak on the flush sense, and anybody with you know, higher than a 6, and the only cards out there really is the 4 and the well, it's the 4, you know. So 4 and 3, sorry. And, oh, we got it. They must not have had a club in the hand. A lucky pot, I feel. So again, we've got a Broadway straight draw and a king flush draw, and we're looking at a straight fold. The 5-8 connectors again, you know, it's a very connecting hand, but the big but is you chase down a dream with Omaha, and you know, just looking at this board here, anyone with a pair of aces in their hand here is got this sewn out a little bit. Ace queen, ace 10. I mean, even ace 2 is getting us beat. Even a 2, I think, is beating us out at the moment. So you go down chasing a hand, and look, we've got an inside straight draw on the Broadway. So you can see that, you know, we'd be calling bets just to see another card here, wouldn't we? This is where you'd start hemorrhaging your money down here. Starting set size on these free rolls is 50,000 chips. We're full bagged up at the moment. And we've got the half of the royal in our hand. So, you know, again, doesn't contain our combinations with straight fold. Again, looks a pretty hand, but just going to get you in trouble. The only good hand here is like an ace flush, where the ace of clubs comes out on the board for you. You know, you've got the nuts there. Other than that, you know, you're drawing dead a lot of the time. You know, where's our ace at the moment? There's the ace flush we was dreaming of, but didn't come. The old 10 ain't got there. The Pink Panther. So we've practically got a straight in our hand. We can, what I'll do, I'll just show you something here. Look, we're called light. Hopefully won't get raised out too big. we can cover everything. We can cover any bet Horseman's gonna want to do now anyway. But what we can do sometimes is we can look at. I mean, it's a bad board for anybody here, really, very dry. King 9 makes it a little bit damp, but other than that, we're not real or there. But we're running down the top end, running up the top end rather than down the bottom end for us. You know, we just missed out on that low end straight. But my point here is that when you've got sort of, you know, you've got your straight, most of your straight in your hand, there's only a certain combinations that's going to, you know, make it beneficial for you. So that we've got up and down straight here with a 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're not going to bet on it. We're going to wait to get realisation first, and there's the flush draw. We've only got one in our hand, and not a good time to be putting money in a pot. I think we're just going to straight fold it. I don't think there's any point in testing someone's flush or not, especially in Omar. We're going to straight fold. It's good to get in these positions. There's no point in trying to bluff him in a free roll game. We're going to get a lot more off of him by respecting his blinds and walking him a few times. He will look at us as someone who plays a lot more solidly and plays a lot better card range than someone that's just raising him every time. But raise it every time. You just all you want to do is take them out. And I don't mean take them for a cup of coffee. So yeah, we've got stealing positions on the table, obviously with a button and whatnot. A nice ace flush here. Maps out. Don't feel we're drawing so much here. You know, the fives. Maybe. You know, two pairs got us pinned at the moment, haven't they? I just think we're better off just folding out. We just got into one. We saw the flop. If it was decent enough, we could have chipped out. So again, we're just in the same drill. We have our opening range, and we've hit two pair. So nice ace out. Would be nice for the full house. Dead man's. The old dead man's hand is a wild will. The two cards they found in his hand upon his death. So we're going to flop again. Same bet. Max out. Ace flush. It doesn't matter what's come around that table. We could be going all in. But he's coming all in. He's got his ace flush and a pair of aces. Very strong, very big, strong hand. We need a heart on the river. We knew where we was. That's a good hand for the fella there. Nice one, Rod. Got me tickled. Straight folding. You see, look, you know, VPIP Rod is over. He's at the moment I've seen him play every hand. I think. You know, don't get me wrong. He's 169k deep. Just took a rather large chunk off of us, probably about 80k. He was drawing into the quads, you know, and shouldn't have been in the end, realistically, should he? I mean, he's in again. He's just a serial man. Some people look at that. Oh, well, we've got ace jack, we've got ace this, whatever. It doesn't matter. You think, you know, like I find it's quite rare that the ace high or a pair wins in this game. I do feel it's a lot more straights, a lot more flushes, a lot more full houses, you know, quads, straight flushes. You know, these are the hands that are winning an home hard game, not pair. And you say, oh, it's a big pair. It's tripped out here, look, with tens. I think you full house, didn't see. So we're at max ups, same routine with the ace flush. It's not good, again, not great strong hand because we're not holding a top pair or anything. The queen is now a very big worry there, and we're going to put up to him. I know what Rodders, you know, if he ain't got queen, he ain't calling that, is he? So a pair of jacks in the board, so we can same routine. Ain't holding an ace flush this time, but the top pair. And I say top pair. The jacks realistically are not in that range and more of a mediocre range. You know, we've got to see where we are on the board. But he hasn't got a king or queen. I think he might fold no spades in his hand. So this is quite interesting. This is going back to what we was talking about a while ago with regards to straight in hands. And we've got 3 of a straight in our hand. We've got from the 4 to the 8. We're just going to call in light. We've got the 4 to 8. We've got 3 cards out of our possible straight at the moment. So all we need in here is a 7. There's one of them. So only other card we need now would be a 5, wouldn't it? Now, if it presents a 4, we're out of here. Out of here as quick as we can say goose. Yeah, so if you, you know, it's a bit of a bad flop for a straight draw hand. But let's, for instance, let's put that down as a 7 queen 4. There's our 5 there on the river. If we was looking at a, you know, the 7-5 board on the front, it means we only need either an 8, a 4, or a 6 to complete our hand. And yes, we've got each one of those cards in our hand, but if, for instance, the an 8 and a 5 came down, we're still open down on our straight draws and whatnot. Confusing myself this time of the morning. We maybe come back to this one a bit later. If anyone wants to pipe in and give us a shout what we're talking about here, and it's basically the multi-handed straight draw, a multi-straight draw you got. You sometimes get yourself presented with where it can be quite a thing where you're quite easily dropping down, only needing 1 or 2 cards for your straight. You see a lot of players, or hear a lot of players talk about blockers. And like you're holding King Jack in your hand, and a lot of players will exclude cards like Queen Jack or 10 Jack or 9 Jack, and I find it very difficult that if we think about just think about an Ace King. There's 16 combinations of an Ace King in the pack. There might only be 4 aces and 4 kings, but the combination of those is 16. And each set we see, we can take 1 off of that. So from 4 times 4 comes down to, we've got 1 sitting around, 3 times 3, there's now 9 sets of them sitting in there. Now obviously we know there's only 4, but if we're looking at it on one side of the fence when we're talking about all the different combinations of a certain hand out there, when the ball down and we could put the person on us, they've got the same hand as us, but we've got the flush, or we've got, let's say, an ace queen, and the queen we're flushing on. Can we put them on the ace? Can we put them on a king? There's only 2 cards in the deck that would beat us on that queen eye flush. You know, the king and the ace. And you've got to ask yourself, well, okay, we've got an ace in our hand. Can we put them on another ace? Well, yeah, of course we can. Like we said, there's another 9 combinations out there. So, you know, I think it's better to not exclude hands at all, but always keep them there in the range. You know, always think about the range until once you can pin them cards down on a person, you really don't know. So not a lot working for us on this board, and a low end mid straights presenting there. And one with a 6 there or a 6-9. It's a terrible call, so we're not going to do it. But you know, we got shot there for the 6. When the 6 comes out, you ask yourself, how good is your 9 there? Someone got a 9-10, you know. So big blind special. We've not really got what we call a starting hand here. We've got a Broadway straight possibility and a mid-range flush, straight flush. Mid-low straight flush. We're just gonna. There's just no real reason to get involved. We might call for a value, you know, getting 6-1 our money here, and we've got a royal flush draw. That's it really. I would like to know how big me flush is on the river with the queen out there. The queen down on the board now would just make my year, to be honest with you. We've not had many royal flushes this year on online. I think we only hit 2. And then we've got some people in the universe not hitting any. We're gonna call for this. He's got a stacked. It's a 3-roll tape tournament. We're taking big gambles here, but it's a lovely hand to be drawing to. Checking, we do have top pair on the board, but yeah, we got ourselves a full house now, so we're gonna pot up. We'll see how big our full house is. I don't feel over 6s is very strong. I think over jacks and over kings is going to be a lot bigger. So no, that's what we're going to go out here to. Is aces over whatever. There you go. Ace over kings. Aces full of kings, as we predicted. So that's our little Omaha game here. Hope people enjoyed that, as we did. And we're just going to go over to the lobby now. Should pick up on that there. You see me here. See us there in the lobby. And let's just have a look. Where are we with tournament wise? I like to online, you know, who trusts it? Does anybody? It's a very difficult game when we're talking about computers and not live people with a deck of cards. Everybody in the online poker world talks about strange and weird runouts. And with regards to that, you know, is it because you see so many hands? Is there strange runouts? Who knows? Who knows? The randomness of the game is in such a manner that we're never going to really get a full understanding of it. Just the fact of just the fact that there's so many hands. Every hand has a possibility of coming out. Every hand. Let's just go straight in. We've got 31 bigs. It's not a lot to be starting a game with. We want to try and get a double up if we can. Not going to get one, but we take the pot down, and blinds being AR. Look, we're straight off the bottom of the floor already. Just put a shout out there. straightforward. Yeah, so yeah, Omaha, not a game I play at all really. So if there's any people out there on the Omaha front who wants to give us some lessons or sweat with us or talk through some hands or games or strategy, you know, I've told you my strategy. Um, it does work. You know, I've cashed on won a tournament, cashed on another, and that's a complete novice Omaha player with just a strict set of rules. Um, and that's what poker's about, really, isn't it? Holding yourself to some strict rules. You know, the loan limit game. We're all you know, we're all fond of. How does everybody play it right? Is there a right way to play it? You know, people talk about an optimum way of playing it, you know, but is that really indicative to really what it's about? Favourite 10-8 here, we're just going to limp in with it. And limping in this position, it can signify a strong hand. We should only be opening certain hands here at you know, all the time, and this is just purely a passionate play. 10-8 is one of the most hit hands in poker, but obviously not one of the most winning hands in poker. Now we've wrecked a lot of that board, and we can just stab in a little standard 2.5 on it. It's a third of the pot, or half of the pot sort of thing at the time. We've got a call. We should get a call here with most king X's and queen X's. I don't see a 7 calling us at that stage. And there's a big ace that's up. Now we can basically rep the ace king. And we're drawing to a straight if we get a call here. I don't think we will. It's half his stack. He knows this is the turn, what's coming in on the river. All of it. Now, he might have it, but you know, there he was. He weren't giving up a king. Simple as that. And he had a king 4 for crying out loud. I mean, when we're dealing with people like this, there's not a lot you can do. You know, you can put in a bluff that would normally get through most serious poker players' repertoire. They're going to put you on it half the time. Well, you know, I say most, it's going to get through most. Yeah, it's a 50-50 call. They're going to 50-50 going to call you. But yeah, when most people are seeing that style of bet, limp, you know, raise on the flop, raise on the turn, you know, continuation on the turn, and then jamming on the river. You know, that person's telling me they've got aces or kings or whatever. So we're just gonna. There's no point folding with half not even a blind behind us. In this, we're getting a max value situation. We're not really. We're drawing dead to the world. Well, just see quads in front of our very eyes. Rock on. We're just, you know, got in there with a free ticket. We're going now at 22 cents of our own money. And now you can understand, well, I don't care about whether this runs out strangely or not. I've put 22 cents in it. You know, if we put $22 in it, or $222 in it, or $2,000 in it, I might be a little bit more questionable of run outs and all the rest of it. But you know, when we're playing such small stacks, what does it really matter? If the game wants to luck out sometimes and have that sort of thing going on, then that's where it'll be, won't it? So yeah. So we've got ourselves onto another table. We've got just hit the break though, so we've gone into a 5-minute break. Maybe have a quick spin up what we're in for. So we're in for 22 cents this morning. We could just go and have a butcher's at spins overdrive games. And that, you know, I normally play these for around about the $3 to $5 mark. But what I'll do is I'll just show you that we're in for our 22 cents. So what I'll do is I'll start a game in the spins overdrive for 25 cents, and we try and win our stake money straight back, and some hopefully. Here's our spins overdrive. Just waiting for the game mechanics to come. So we've got 60 cents on the line with 22 cents in. That gives us 40 odd pence. 38 cents or whatever, 36 cents to run into them tongs with 22 cents in. Gives us a profit on the side. We're not even going to bother spinning it up. We could, if we was running these, we were playing these all day long. We could spin that up all day long, couldn't we? Look, we'd have won the pot. Oh no, sorry, we'd have been rivered by the 5. Because if we was running these all day long, we've got odds to just call that, but we're not. We're coming in here to just earn some quick dough. I'm just going to fold. We don't know what this person is doing. I think he's just going to shove all in. So with suited connectors, we could have definitely called with those. Got my favourite hand here. Pot him and see where he's at. Straight fold. You didn't have to risk the whole lot then to see where he was. Again, just same pot. No. He's waiting for an ace king or whatever. We're ready to call the ace king here. And we've got an inside straight draw for the 8. Or the king. Up and down, aren't we? Yeah. 33. We could probably bet size a little bit better here. But, you know, if we're running into it, we're running into it. Pot him up again. He's coming light. Well, I don't know why he's calling on. He's ready to go all in. So, look, he's got ace, king, ace jack, ace queen. Oh, 6s. I'll take a spin up. Nice ace on the river would be nice, no, but that's not no avail. So we've still got playiness. It was that was a one quick one. Let's see what this one gives us on the spin up. Hopefully over a quid to get the first 25 cents back. And again, these are, you know, like you're going to have a win ratio on these. One thing to please remember on these games is that these players, you know, these could be completely randoms, ticket people that won a ticket and come here for the game, or these could be pool players. When I say pool player, they're sitting in a pool. There's 5 or 6 of them attached to a club, and they're just rinsing the game. They're playing, you know, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, 9, 10, 12 hours a day, whatever, on this game. Multi-tabling, 4, 5, 6, 7 tables open at a time. Look, nobody bet for any of these cards here. Me putting a bet in, you know, he should fold to a paired fold, aces and queens, but he can't because he knows the same as me. So we can put him on as a pawn. We check out because look, and now we just put him here. He should fold to that. Oh, he's fucking come over the top. We're gonna fold. Yeah, very clever. Nice bet, trader, trader. So now we're on a short stack situation. There's just no hanging about now. So there's two bluffs we've stuck in today that's been fouls. I think that's giving us a message today on the bluffs. We bluffed one spot that was should have bet most hands off, especially as weak as a 4 a kicker on a king. But that's the way it goes, I suppose. So on these short stack games, we're down to 5 bigs already. It's going to go down again. And we're any king, any ace, we're all in. expect to get a call over here. Not so much over here. Over here, yeah, he's already limped. He's already limped, hasn't he? Tully's already put in, and yeah, there's going to be a fold. Yeah, he's already limped. And you can always see that. I mean, what like fucking, excuse me, we hit the 2 pair, but come on. Yeah, we're always going to be dominating the 6-5 ish. So knowing that we're gonna go spinning again, we know we're gonna get called, so we can see what our hands are. Yeah, it's just gonna nice easy one. We've got calls, and a 9 looks good. So that's with 170. I mean, still not 170. He didn't take us out, did he? Good domination there, but the fours out the gate. It took them in the end. So we just keep putting him in now until the game's over. One winner will emerge. King on the river? No, 4 do it. Yeah, so that's we stuck 50 cents in and won 70 cents. So we're 20 cents up. We're 2 cents down now on our entry to the tournament. We'll get that 2 cents back in a minute. But yeah, you get the drift of where we're at there, and you can understand that, you know, like, we could have won the first one and had a vine and a bit to go with this one. The point is, you don't want to be putting your own money into these games as much as you can help it. You want to be a positive winning player. We've got a lot of tricks and tips on the site. It's quite a good trainer that will help you train yourself a bit better. Will grade your hands and tell you what you play badly and better. I don't think betterly's a word, is it? Butterly. But I mean, a buttercup. You reckon we're running into a 7-8 here? Very rare, but could be. The Dolly Parton, not really my favourite opening starting hand. More of a cash player's hand here on the Dolly. I'm just going to take the opportunity to grab a quick coffee, guys. Once their button's gone round there, we'll be back in 5. Hello and welcome back, everybody. Right. So, what's been happening here then? We're down to 16 bigs. Getting down to that, we're in the situation now, we're looking for all-in positions. Realistically, we want to be looking at cards like ace jacks, ace kings, ace queens. Not so much the jacks though. Queen would be nice on that board. Let's just get our board up. Get ourselves back in the game. Not a lot occurring there. Been a bad, too bad board. Okay, let's see what else is out on the tournament front. Tournament's starting at all times throughout the day on party poker. And just looking down at the list at the moment. So we've got a bounty tournament there for 11 cents. Let's just have a little muster up on that one. What we do over the next coming weeks is we'll start, you'll see some other larger tournaments we'll be entering into. What we'll try and do is we'll try and ladder up to everything. So we'll try and ticket event everything we can, just to show how it can be done, you know. I think that's always a better position. King 10 suit is not a very good position. We're not played a hand on the table, so I didn't expect to go, which we didn't get. Nick a blind there. He's actually in a position to play the Dolly Parton in another game there. But we might even get to. No. I think we might be able to have the bit of software swapping between the two, but I don't think so. So we've got ourselves a possible straight draw going on the board. I don't think we're going to get there, but yeah, we might get a 3 out. I don't know where it would be with the 6 on the board. With 2 coming out, you know, presenting the 6 there. And 1 with the 4. Won't go chasing straights at the moment. On the other game. Easy fold out on the Queen 8. Straight fold Jack 6. The ace king, we're just maxing out now. I'm always looking for that position, all in position. We've got we're on starting stack at the moment, 51k, and you can just see where them blinds have gone down to though. Got a weak call, the ace jack. This could go for split pot. Yep, there you go. Always a chance that's going to happen. Always a chance. But let's just have a look at that. We've had one of those split pots with dominance. Presented with an ace king to ace jack dominant, and we've lost to a 4% chance, 5% chance of draw hand. So we'll be looking at there 1 in every 20 hands, 1 in every 25 hands. Going king queen off, we're going to shove. We've just seen the ace king, so might not get so cool as this time. Always a chance. Always a chance someone comes in light, taking a punt. Really easy fold. So yeah, not great deals going on with these games this morning. A bit slow. Maybe getting something a little bit more juicy a bit later. Got a packed evening this evening with 3 rolls running. We have 3 rolls on the Discord server. Inside straight draw and a backdoor flush. Called light from a7. The 6 has tripped right out. Maybe a quarter. I mean, we're out at. Let's see what we're talking about here. But we just popped straight out of another tournament on an 8 with an ace king. We're not going to call for an inside straight. Everybody's got us covered on the table with our aces. we put ourselves all in. I mean, he knows we have no fold equity now. There he is with his H3. Oh, there you go, with the chips out for him. And this could be one of those days for us today. Right, let's just have a look straight onto a bounty there. That is the way the cookie crumbles. Aces get cracked quite regularly, so that, you know, again, a game being done to various in variants in consecutive hands. On just the other game that was playing that you couldn't see, we had Ace King against an Ace 7 and a 6 8 came into the hand. The board came down 6 6 8. What do you do? Is that a game variance? Are we talking now a strange run out of, you know, oh, this is the computer's gone haywire? Or is it just what was going to happen on a random run out at that particular time? Who knows? Answers on a postcard to www.whogivesaffuck.com. Oh, it's a 2-cent game for crying out loud. Why do people take so long? It can be a little bit frustrating in some of these games. Some players, you know, playing it as if it's the World Series, and they're all their Hollywooding and making sure their timer runs down to a certain point each time on their name. You know, careful of their bet timings, as it's a big tell in the online gaming. It's a tell for people on time of bet. You know, does Darth normally take this amount of time to check? You know what I mean? Like, for fuck's sake, man. This person take that much time to bet? You know? Is he betting that fast because he's got a good hand? Is he betting that slow because he's got a good hand? These are the sort of things you need to question yourself on. And you're only going to get a feel for that with the table you're on, you know. We've run into GRS a couple of times before. Small stack player. I think also cocky over here on the left. So we're pinned in between two players of two daily players. I call them. I wouldn't call them pool players. I don't think there's any pool players playing these low stakes, unless it's a proving ground for their pool. But we're just going to punt it out. There's no point in getting much below starting stack. We need to maintain a chip presence in the game. Otherwise, what can we do? We can't just sit here the whole game, blinding down, not getting any bounties, and then getting to the end game and get taken out. What's the point of that? We've wasted a lot of time. Again, another gambling hand. Full committal gamble on a king 9 off. A free strip tab. Down and out Beverly Hills. And, you know, chip of the chair to see if we can get 4 double ups, 3 double ups, be back in the position. Funny screen we've got going on now. What's happening? Where the sizing's gone on it. But it certainly went out a bit, didn't it? Straightforward. I think it's because of the size of our window that it'd been representing. Yes. So I can't resize them then. That's something you learn every day. Something down there. So not great deals going on. We've managed to get ourselves back to 13, but we still need so that's one double up. We need another 2 of those. That gets us back to starting stack. So we'll wait for that position. Luckily we did. Folding the jack 2. Yeah, some people, you know, you get into it. Let's say we had the aces there and they get cracked, and before you know, you're down to a blind or 2 blinds. Well, make it your goal, and make it your competition, and get back in the game. You know, don't look at it. Right, that's it. You're out. You're down and out. Beverly Hills. Got to all in, all in, all in. No, you can wait. Choose your position. See what you got. What's available to you? Can you get a couple of double ups in? Hang on to get back in the game. And then there is argument for if you're at certain blind levels to be going all in, to be just looking at any 2 cards and going, right, shove these in, because you want to be able to go straight back into the game on a rebuy on max chips to get the double up situation going. And that would be, you know, at times where the level's about to go on a break, no more rebuys after that level, for instance. You will have to be looking at all-ins to try and get into the game if that's what your goal is. We're going to spin up the King 7. Izzy's hand. A friend, close friend. So how his hand favours for us. We're running into something big here. Oh no, Jack 5. Come on, the King 7. Oh, please. I think this is going to be the story of our day today, guys. We're just going to get done by the variance. Done by the reverse odds. You know, what the bloody hell's going on today? Okay, well that's told us there, isn't it? Let's see what else we've got available to us. Sticking down on the smalls. Luckily we have. So here's a bit more of a juicy one, a 55 centre. It's a deep stack, so ain't any rush. And just get that across to there, and bosh, off we go. Shout out our peoples. Come along and see us, people. See how bad we're playing. So a pair of 4s here under the gun. we don't want to come in too big, but we don't want to limp in either. We're just going to min raise it, and we're basically set line in here. We might be able to rep a bigger hand, maybe. We maybe be able to rep a jack nine. There's just too many people in the hand, and we're opening for a 4 here, haven't we? We've got aggression's just being taken straight away off of us. And we've got to go, jack nine, ace nine, king nines, king jacks. Everything on the board there beats us. And we knew where it was going to be with a pair of fours. Another way to play them is to come in big and deep, and take the spin up. About a 50-50 with any 2 overcards to you. And when you're going into a race like that with someone who's got 2 overs, it's 50-50 basically. You know, it's you haven't got to hit a card, so you've got better odds, I suppose. But you know, he's got a 50% chance of hitting either one of them. So you know, taking spin ups is alright. It's a gamble, though. You know, but as long as everybody knows where they are in the game, there's no thinking that, oh no, I'm winning, I've got a pair of aces, or oh no, I'm winning, I've got ace king. No, that definitely don't work like that. In a deep stack tournament, not just a couple of weekends ago, a big yearly game we play, and yeah, I think it was literally the 3rd or 2nd hand we was playing, and I'm in a big blind, and I like to defend a big blind position. I had a 9-8 suited diamonds. Not that the diamonds made much difference, or the suited, but what happened was a type player I know who only plays in a particular style of card, so his range was aces, kings, queens, ace, king, ace, queen, ace, jack, and that was it in that position, apart from pocket pairs, you know, through the range. From around about, he probably played from around about 8s, 9s onwards, deep stack in the position he was. That being said, I defended to a 3-bet. Everyone else folded, knew where they was with him, you know. And this is what you've got to remember as well, is remember who you're playing. And yeah, we got into it. The flop came down 9-8-4, and you know, picked myself up 2 pair. I checked to him, you know, because he's come out with a dominance, so we'll give him the dominance back to see where he wants to go with it. And obviously, because he's got his kings on that board, he's come stabbing into it. Very large bet. Put me in for about a quarter of my stack, I think we was. Which, you know, imagine 3 hands into a deep stack tournament is quite a hefty size of big blinds. And so what I did with him is I just come over the top, doubling his bet, putting him in for half his stack. Now he was in a realisation that he's either got the absolute nuts here, or, you know, and I'm drawing to say, oh, I think I'm good with a 9 and I'm putting him on ace king or whatever. So he's come over the top again, all in. Ripped his hand off, and he blanked to the river, and I took him out with a 9-8. Which, you know, the king's player there is normally quite upset with that, you know, because that valued that hand pre-flop, and when the flops come out, there's something that they've got is really massive. Massive. Let's just see what's occurring. So we're straight fold to all in. Just send him a little fist sign. Yeah. Go. And you've got to remember, when I put a fish sign up, that means that player there, He had the kings, the queen. He's just fishing. He's just fishing to get someone in. Oh, he's got a pile of shit all the time, you know what I mean? Yeah, some players can be a little bit frustrating on the table. You got to just deal with it. But no, yeah, how weak he is. Like Jack no one here and just gets heavily involved with someone. See now down to 1.5, 1.4. We'll take him out. Hopefully. Oh, we've been pushed. Look, it's a 55-cent game for God out there, guys. We can't call a 55-cent bet. What can we do? A king would be, ace would be nice, but gave him a full house, unfortunately. Go straight back in there. Alright, so let's just see what we get going on here with these peoples. Nice easy fold. Find a stream up there somewhere, won't we? We know it's in there somewhere. Just going to flatten. Go to look at that. Okay, right, we're back up stream wise. Just going to pot up with King 9 suited. We've run into Phoenix a few times. He was very aggressive. And I say bully. We just go, he's just aggressive player. Super aggressive. Probably plays for a similar style to us, and that's why we find him agitated. Darth and Stig and all the like. Don't like limping in any tournament or any game really, apart from certain positions and certain times when it's justified to do that. And the cut off and the button are not them places, you know. It's going to pot straight in there with these two Herberts. You know, limped in with what? Because they've got mediocre hands. You know, I don't mean limped in with monsters. You know what I mean? 130 on a pot now. Should get a fold from that. And the thing with that all-in powerful bet is that you know it is what it is. The I've got it all. I've got it. You haven't. That's what the bet is. That's what you're saying when you're putting an all-in. And unless the player's got it or really suspects you're bluffing, they're not going to call you. They're always going to scally away for that from that bet. We got asked earlier on by Billy that when's a good time to bluff. Oh, is there a good time? My reply back to him was a good time to bluff is when you've got it. And what that means is that you'd be bluffing to say you haven't got it. You know, we've seen a lot of these players that want to play in a sneaky manner. You want to limp in with their aces and their kings and that, not bet for value, trying to get the other player to think he's got a bigger hand and entice bigger betting out of you and try and make more money. Greediness, I call it. Whereas if they just bet for value, on the long haul, they get called on that value bet or one player or two players, whatever. And on the long haul, make more money out of it. And not lose to the stupid 6-4 making a straight by the river because you let them get in. And letting all these crappy little hands beat you because you're trying to trap. So it does go to it about value. Where'd you bet on value and that sort of stuff, what hands. So ace 8 here, we've been limped into, so we just 3 it. Put half in. Is he really want to put another 3 against that half he's put in? No. But he shouldn't. The small blind is just one in positions. Don't limp in. No limping. Small blind. Fold. Yep. Raise. Yep. Call a big bet. Yep. Flat. No. Fold 3-9. There's nothing. We've got an open going on there, but we've got an open to our loosey goosey. Could be opening with 9, 10, 10 jack, anything really. But got headers beat on most hands. So how lucky are you? So some tips really. Firstly is what stakes are you playing? And we've talked about this a few times. Are you playing too high? You should never put, they say, more than 5% of your bankroll in at any one time. I tend to work on a 10 because I'm in the low stakes realms. I tend to be looking at that as more of a 10% rather than 5%. And people will say that's terrible to be in that, because I think the real true range of percentage rate is more like 4. That's realistically where you're supposed to be at. And people on the stock market would say no, that's 3. So yeah, get back and have a chat with us about that. We've got a possible straight draw. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go all in. I feel like we're gonna get called. Ace 7, ace 8, ace 6. What pair of 8s? Fair enough. Okay, the 7 gave him the full out, so he was dead to the board at that point. And that's, I mean, geez, again, I'm going to say there's a bit of variance going on there. There's very high chance of both of us blanking on the board, and I had more of a chance of hitting one of the cards I required than he had of hitting any of his cards, as he had 2 of them in his hand already, and lo and behold, one of his cards pops out. Yeah, so you just got unlucky to variance is all I'll say there. Again, that 3 variances in 3 variance hands in 1 hour. Not looking good for us on a Saturday, on a Sunday, is it, guys? We've not got long to a long session today, so I might just switch it up an hour and just have a little sitting spin goes. I'll tell you what we do. Let's have a look over the cash tables here. Let's pick ourselves a nice low ball. What have we got here? These $2 buy-ins, I think. Yep. Okay, so we've got we've got a $2 buy in here. There's a table. There we go, we're in our table. I think that's be popped up on that screen. Amsterdam, here we go. We call that. We've got the backdoor flush and the straight in hand availability. We know he's got an ace. It's just what ace has he got here. We'll see another card. We're checking. We're folding. Do normally try to keep a balance, you know. We're playing. Do normally try and maintain a £2 mark. We're just going to limp that situation. We'll check fold. Any jack queen hand would have raised pre-flop. So at the moment, just we're putting a 5 on the board, and that's about it. Now, if we win this, well, nearly got a split. Hold out the queen, so let's see where that money works. I'm sure there was a top up button there somewhere. Not sure where that works. Don't really play much cash at all, anything really. At the moment, just putting a reputation on the game. Oh, what did we do there? It's not what we did, not what we wanted to do. We're going to bet at 75% on the board. Somewhere in here is a top up button. It wasn't that one. It's the mechanics one. Auto rebuy meter max. Rock on. Let's see what that does then. Hopefully just keep maintaining that $2 stack position, which is very important on a cash game. And unless you're playing a short stack game, which I do love. I do love playing myself, especially on the heavy tables, because you can basically come into a game. A lot of state games would have a minimum buy-in sit-down rate of about $100, £100. So you're looking at, we just got value call there, and that's it. Yeah, so when you're looking at a minimum entry level there of $100 on a table like that, if you look around, you're going to get people on that table stacked at, you know, £300, £400, £500 stacks. Now you could sit down and ask for a whatever's on the table. Max stack there's 500 quid. You can sit down with 500 quid, which would be advisable. Because you don't want someone having a lot of chip dominance over you on a cash table, really. Yeah, and you want to be able to come over the top of those at times, you know. So, sitting down on cash, you need to be looking at every buying as a bullet. Bullets, you're looking at. So we picked up the 8. We don't know where we are with the king. He's betting into it. We're going to come over the top. Should get fold. We've got a flat call, so we know where we are now, and now we're all in. He's got jacks. Fair enough. And we just resume, man. We don't like running things. If you're going to lose, you're going to lose. If you're going to win, you're going to win. The rebuy should just trigger in. Yep, there we are. So the bullet there, you know, straight out, bullet gone. You've got to look at these. That you've got to be looking at these bullets as, you know, variants. You know, we could be running under a bigger ace here. He could think we're bluffing to the last hand. Doesn't want to pay to find out. Look, and you can see he's not topping up. He's not got himself started stacked, so he can be taken out of the game now quite easy. Yeah, we'll bring up the bet again. We're bet sizing a little bit larger now on a cash table than we would on straight tournament. We've got an inside straight draw on the thing. We're going to bring that bet sizing down just a little bit. Now it gives him scope to re-raise. Straight fold on the board. Pair of sixes again, same bet. 5 bigs. Yeah, so going back to the bullets, you've got to be in a position to refire up, and unless you're going into short stack game, and going back to that, so if you're looking at the table, it's been running for 4, 5, 6 hours or whatever. We're just going to check the board with Jack 9. We want an ace 5 to bet in here. We can call. He's put a third of the pot in, so he's repping that Jack. He's repping the 9. We call him. And we'd be showing, we'd be bet off a pot quite easily with a hand up there. We check again to him. Now he could be worried here, which he is. He was worried with the Jack 9, but the king on the board does not give a good card for us to put a bet into. He very quite easily have a king here, and we call him down all day long for bluff purposes, and he didn't have it. He checked straight back to us again. Free bag, and he could then see what we had, couldn't he, as well? Yeah, so going back onto our cash buying ranges, whatever. If you're coming into that game really with a 200 £200 buying, that's really what you'd be at in that game there. And we're just going to check that straight back. Got the 8 for realisation. He's checking again on the turn, which is unusual for anyone with any of this board. And he's got a made pair in his hand already. And because he's not bet out on that pair in his hand, like he could have 9s, could have 8, 6s, 3s. But because he's not bet out on that, we're just going to stick one in, putting him on something like 5s or 4s. Right? Don't want to play. Yeah, 5s and 4s. He's not going to want to play with all that 6, 8, that 9. He's not going to want to get involved there with any of that, is he? Yeah, so going back to the buying, we get there eventually. We're talking about coming in that game there with, you want to have 5 bullets, 6 bullets in your pocket. So coming into a £200 sit down game, I'd want to have £1,200 in my pocket. I'd want to be able to go, give us another reload, give me another reload. Because this is what happens, you get your aces, they get cracked from kings, you get your queens, they get cracked from 10s, you got an ace jack, it gets done by an ace 6. All this sort of stuff is happening, so be prepared for it. Don't go there to get yourself all washed and dressed and shit showered and shaved, and you get down to the joint and you've been there 5 minutes and back out in your car and going home. That's not what you signed up for, is it? Just going to check in. Not showing any major aggression on the table. Quite passive around the things. Can't see anyone making a river bet here with a straight board. Hit a middle pin on the flop at no bet. Would he have called it to the river? I reckon so. He's just fishing, isn't he? He's fishing for bluff catches. We've got a raise going on over here. Or raise. Call it for a 5. No 5. We can put Nestor on an ace X or pair here, can't we? It's quite easy to put Joe on the 2 pair here, isn't it? Or sorry, not 2 pair. On the ace queen. Someone's got something. I feel like Nesto's got a pocket pair of kings or something, maybe even jacks. He's just been caught out short here, hasn't he? Didn't want to pay for that all in, but again, look, he's come into the hand. He's dumped 30 cents. He's back out the hand. He's now sitting behind with 72. We're just going to keep pushing him up. He's straight into the hand, under the gun. I mean, what hands should be playing there? Ace kings, ace jack, all the rest of it. What is he playing there? Probably shit. And he's probably going to fold to this ball down with the ace king there, isn't he? No, he's coming up over the top. Yeah, we're going to just call him down. We'll just hit the straight. I mean, where's he going with that? He's got the same hand as us. No, he's not got any hand at all. Sorry, fella, we're taking you out. And again, just about as overvaluing hands. We've got a dead seat on the table now until he maybe buys back in. No, we've just got a hole in the table now. Let the people know out there what we're doing. So, what we hear then. So 8-9, 8-9 off, under the gun. We're only going to flatten. We expect a re-raise, you know, or open. Didn't get an open from anybody. So we can rep the 7, we can rep the queen. So I might have the queen, might have the 7. And we've got to put him on a 7 here, haven't we? Straight fold. Basically, you can see the money in the pot. There was 8 cents in it. Right? It's not winning major amounts, is it? Getting yourself stacked back to starting stacked up, I suppose. We've got a raise for under the gun. And now, with Joe here, you know, he's chipping up nicely. Can't think he's playing shit. So we've got to put him on some cards here already. We don't know what cards he plays. But we're flattening in, so flattening from from under the gun position. From the midway, you're looking at your ace jack, ace queens, ace 10, ace 9. We're calling light here. We know that. We're looking for a flush draw or the 6s. We've got a straight draw presented with a 7 in the middle there, cut shot. Just wait for just a minute, just to say, look, we've got a big blind. We can have all that board there. We can have all that board there, so we expect the bet. Didn't get the bet, expected it. We're just going to put one in on the turn now, because we repped the time on the last call. We waited the time out a little bit, repping that we've got some of this board here. So, no 7, we've got block 6. What did he call us on? We're going to check back. We've got no realisation, only ace high. If he bets in here, we've got to fold to the flush draw. No question about it. Whether he's got it or not, doesn't matter. He beats us on the ace, doesn't he? Because we can put Joe here on ace king, ace queen, ace jack, ace 10, ace 9. All of them beats us there. And I think the 9 maybe gave him an ace 9. And maybe he was flush drawed. Maybe he did have the ace of spades. King of spades, you know. Just no point getting involved with it. You know, on these smaller state games, they can be a thing, slow progression. It's sometimes, you know, you've got to sit here and play for a few hours on poker. It's not a game, an in and out game. I've seen a lot of new players in the game who come in and sit down on the toilet for 5 minutes, get off, and they're finished playing, and go, well, how did you manage to do that? Did you find out what Joe plays, what cards he's on, what Fab's on, and Val and Adeloop, and a lot have run into it in tournament play. Good to see people having to diversify their game, not just stick with one thing all the time. I don't tend to play cash much. Occasionally have a go. It upsets me. It's one of those games because people will get involved with this type of hand, and I'm too. Very hard to put people on a 9-2, isn't it? Very hard to put someone on a Queen 5. But bet your bottom dollar someone plays it. You know, why'd you play a Queen 5? You know, and they go, oh, it's because my granddaughter's called Queenie and she's 5. Oh, right. You know, but, you know, look at the 10-5 there even. People play a 10-5. 5-7 gets played regularly. Got ace-X is there. No one having a bet out. No aggression, no real aggression being shown on the table at the moment. Apart from us, Joe's managed to get himself in a double up. Is that, you know, is that the game mechanics going, oh, poor Joe, he's been beaten up already a couple of times, so let's give him some chips? Or is it a luck situation? It's just his time to shine? Was it skill? You know, he just skilled that one out. He just knew when to go all in on that particular hand, you know. I don't know. Who knows? Just going to open that. I don't expect folds, you know, many folds with an open and small stakes table. They can straight in rep the pair. Straight in rep the pair again. This time we're put up to the pot, about 24, 75% of the pot. He's got any of that bold, you know, the 6-4-6. I think he'd massively got it all. He's going over the top of the 6s there, isn't he? If he's got a 4, where does he stand? You know, when an 8 comes out, do people not play a 6-8? You know, so it's you got to look at these people that put you on the hand. You don't have to put yourself on it sometimes. That was a position of bluffing. You know, we had a draw card to do so. And that's sometimes just what you're looking at. You know, you're looking at balls that are connected, and you can represent the connection. We can represent a 6-2 here. I mean, tell me a big blind can't have 6-2. Yeah. He can have an ace, you know, all day long, can't he? 4-9 big blind special. Small blind special, I should say. I think we're just going to call that straight in. Looking for a special particular type of flop, aren't we, really? We've got to check round that ball. If it was a pair of 6s and a 3, well, we could have a bet on it. But because it's a pair of kings and a 3, we can't go anywhere with that. Fabio, that's his range. This is where his range is. His ace king, ace queen. He can rep the king all day long. King jacks, king queens, whatever. But if you've got it, like Joe might have it here, Joe could have the full house here already. Kings over 3s or 3s over kings, you know. Fabio's not been bet off the plot, is he? He's called a check raise, and now he's being fronted with a big raise, you know. And now what's Joe representing? Just bluffing, is he? And that's a bluff. King 8. King 8 thought he was good. His all-in bet would have been on the flop, I think. And then facing a King 5 there, I suppose the King 5 wants to know where he is. But that was under the gun, Fab. Fab's under the gun with a King 5. Let's just let that sink in there. What we'll do is start passive playing all the hands, coming in every hand we can. We call up to 5 pence, 6 pence, 7 in certain positions, 8 in certain positions. So we've got top pair on the board. Pot is 8. I'm going to go straight in with 12. 150 times the pot. Just don't, because what we're going to let people do there is make a straight, make a flush. So with a king 4 suited, what I'd normally do is represent a hand here. I'd normally represent an ace king, king jack, king queen, or whatever, and raise it. But because we're on a low stakes table, and let's see what next card brings. Because we're on a low stakes table, and you know, everyone's playing anything, everything and anything. We've got to be careful. We've got to see where things take us. Excuse me. We're going to fold out there. We didn't develop our hand, and all we can hope for, best we can hope for, is a king on a river. And we've got to ask ourselves, where's that king standing? Has he got a king 9 over the back there? Is he betting out on a king 9, or the ace 9, or the queen 9? And there's a lot of cards on that river that could potentially beat us anyway. It doesn't improve our hand. I think Adlock's playing more than one game. Let's just cheer him up just a little bit. No, he's back in the game. Might be going for a cup of tea or something. We're gonna keep on the passive line. We said we're gonna play that way, so we're gonna stick on the pass. And what we do is we're only on value hands where we try and get a little bit of value out of it. Picked up top pair, so we're gonna repeat our bet again. 12. If we get a raise here, oh, cool. So we're 130, 41.50 of the pot, 150% of the pot. You know, what's going to call us there? Maybe a 10 jack, maybe a 10-9. Just check in. We're just checking. If you notice on that checks, we always let our timer come down by about half. Trying to keep a regularity on our bet timing. Trying to keep a regularity to create something. Now, a 5 presents straight, 7 presented a straight, 3 not so much. And trips or full house coming in there. There's definitely no bet, I know that much. Just passive. Should get betting from an ace-x there. Can't really call anything there. I've developed a straight, you know, on the next card out. Maybe a 7 or something, or 4. But other than that, you know, like we're hoping on got 3 to 1 to win one of those cards on that turn. Great odds at all, is it really? Sooner have other cards out there and be looking at a 2 to 1 shot on that sort of draw to a chip leader. And remember, we're still 80 odd, 74 cents down on our $2 entry original buy. A bullet down, so to speak, already. So bullet down, bullet in the hole, bullet and a half behind. look at sort of a max of 3 buy-ins on a table. If you're going sitting live, then I'll be looking at 4 or 5. Like I say, just because you don't want to be sitting there and going home very early. And the reason why you're taking that sort of number of bullets is because once that game has started and the money's going out around the table, most poker players in cash scenarios are not eating and running, you know, like it's very frowned upon. So games like that will die pretty quickly if them sort of players are coming along all the time. You say eat and run, it means they'd sit down with a £200 stack, double it, maybe treble it, and walk straight off the table, take that money off the table. When they do that, it sort of kills the game off a little bit. The money that people are trying to win back is going. And when that's done, a lot of people are done. So we're going to open a value hand this time. It's not very valued. A7 suited under the gun. It is something that is a lot better than most hands out there that people are playing in. We're representing a pocket pair again over to the board, and we're going to call. Now the flush draw possibility. We're going to call again for the flush. Don't like to cash out. Rather just lose the hand. When you've got players like that, you just go your shit. Okay. So it took us back down under the starting stack. Just going to pot up. Pop through most bets now to get back to starting stack. Some people might look at it as a tilt behaviour, but not in our case. Just going to rep the jack. Rep in the jack. See what I said there is we're basically putting what we're calling it's a bluff bet, because realistically, if I've got a jack, I'm going to check it, you know, and maybe Adlops has played us a few times, knows I'm just super aggressive. So yeah, most people would have called the bluff bet on that flop. We're going to just pot him. If it was someone else sitting down that side of us, I would have gone all in. I think the player we had sitting here before, I think I would have gone all in. I think he would have called us. And I was playing for textbook. I've got the draw to the straight, but he doesn't know that. He's called us with an ace-x here. He just doesn't know where he is. Got ace-4, got ace-king, we've got ace-queen, we've got ace-jack, we've got ace-10. Where's he with an ace-8, ace-7? That's what he might be asking himself there. With that sort of board though, he's got a higher percentage of drawing to the hand with an any ace-x. Both of us present an ace at the end. Our kicker doesn't get involved. I think he would have taken a risk for it. Definitely, I don't think he. And look, he's struggling playing us. I think that's why he left. It's been a while. Straight back up, just past the starting stack. And he's taken again. Took the money off the table and placed it with £2 instead of 4, 3.5 or whatever. And that's what we mean by money going off the table. But let's just say we can take our money back for this person, we can take money off all these people, so that's what we're aiming for. We hopefully want to get into a situation with 2-3-way all-ins. Ace flush would be nice on a long house board. It's limping business on passive tables. It's just, it's such a nice run to get into, because you can get hand realisation. You can hit a 4. The jack 9's not nice, but 9 versions of the jack 9 out there. 3 versions, 3 sets, 9 versions. We're going to pop in. A small blind, big blind to deal with. That was it basically. 10. We're going to standardise a standard cash bet, 2.5. The reason why people would just do them is we've got to put him on pocket pair here, like aces, jacks, queens. Anything lower than that, he's folding up fill. Eights are going to fold there, nines are fold there, probably even tens would fold there, you know. Certainly sixes and souths folding there. It's like red ball to a ball, isn't it? Still we get back over our peoples. Just wait for another opening. We've got we're down to the short table. Big blind party poker special. I've called him before. And we don't know what hand we've got here, does he? We're gonna fast check round. Really check round. Presenting ourselves here with King 10. Should have maybe taken a squeeze, but hopefully fold the mole tutorial he's gonna take a squeeze. No. Well, there's the flush on the board. We'll just bet it. He's going to have a call it here. We're only at 75% of the pot. We've got one call. We should either get a squeeze here or a fold. I don't think we get another flat. I mean, unless he's drawing to it as well. So look, we've got, what would he call on here? He could be calling for an ace flush. We check. If he bets for the ace flush, we call him. We have to call him. Only one card beats us. He's all in. There's his ace. Why wait? Wait. Why wait? So yeah, strange betting from the guy over there with short stack. He basically put a bet in and left himself 70 cents behind someone that had already raised the pot to 75%, and he had the nuts. Why didn't he come over the top? Do you think he could? Well, no, I could get extra dough. I was pot committed already. Look, I'll show him how well I'm pot committed. There you go. There's a 7-9 for you. Let's see what we do. We resume hand. He's resumed. He feels really good with his ace king, and he should do as well. 7 or 9 on the river. Oh well. What are you laughing at? I'll give you a little disco ball going on over there. Oh, just pop along. Pop along. And see us. Yeah, we always call him 4p. So we've got FreeDeathTV. Well, you come along and see us, and you can see how terribly bad we're playing then, can't you? I mean, come on a $2 game. And this is why we play $2, not $200 in these computer worlds. Five. What would he call with? Yeah, he's calling with an ace all day long, isn't he? So we just check it back to him. And we just check it out to him. Oh. There you go. We'll give him a little clap. Call in like with a 3-6. We see that the aeroplaneos over here is just gambling city. We can't make the straight because as soon as we do, someone's making the top end on us. So we're just going to check fold the pot. Hopefully someone stick a bet in before the river here. I mean, it's a paired board, everything's going on with it, up and down straights, the lot. We've got a full house there now as well. If no one's bet here, oh shit, more bands. Yep, there's your full house. All repping it, you know. Two pairs, maybe he's got the ace. Maybe a nuts grow call with an ace and he showed a 9. There you go, 8-9. Flop 2 pair, put no bet in, 112p. Well done, fella. Would he have got the same result, less stress down the river? Yeah. Yeah, very funny. Very funny. We're gonna send him a little fish. Because that's what he's doing here, he's fishing. He's fishing in a small space game. He's fucking make some money or something. So we've hit bottom pair here. We've got two. We know he's. We've got to ask a question here, haven't we? So we're going to put a bet in of a third of the pot. A sensible question. It's straightforward from our random and our king queen. We're going to put him on king queen now because you know this is what he's probably got. He's got such a funny. We're going to just check him in. The straights there. If he's got king queen, he just comes to bat. We're going to call him. I want to see what he's got. It's very funny. Oh no, he's checked it. Well, it's just week after. I mean, he's got this trap mode going on. Let's have a look. 7-8. Had the fucking. Oh, it is so comical. Fucking hell. So funny. So funny. So funny. Of the value. Of the value. Alright, we've got nothing on the board. We're not going to even try and bluff anything on this board. It's as wet as a weekend in Paris. We're going to fold straight out to the wet board. He could be bluffing, he could have it. I'm not even going to entertain it. We're going to send him a shit though. We're going to go over there. Yeah, shit's getting out to him. He must have us blocked. Yeah, we called a 5. Yeah, we can check through. It's a sign of weakness, but on wet balls like this with the club draws and stuff, we don't really have anything going on. We've got no connection with it. We're disenfranchised, so to speak. Aaron not getting any better. The 4-2 over here, he's getting very good, isn't he? Come on. Oh my goodness. in a big raise this time. Big raise 4p. We're just going to raise to 6. Puts the 3 bells down. And all he's going to do is, what's he going to do over the top? No, nothing. The ace flush draw. So timer, guys. We're going to be closing this out very soon. Let's just put a bluff in. I expect him to have ace king here or something. You know, he's just shown us on the last board how he wrestled in with kings, and then got his value on the river out of a bluff bet. Or, you know, managed to pick up 10s on the river. Just come in deep with this one. We don't want to play too many people on this hand. Yes, no, don't want to get involved. Oh no, yeah, we're going to resume hand. Always. Here we go. There's our 7. Neither. I think he cashed out. I can't remember that. Yeah. Some money back in the hole for us. Just going to call. See if we can take nuts growth for some on a flush draw. Yeah, go on, come on, let's take the spin up. Okay. No, don't take the spin up. Nuts grow taking the spin up. Nuts now. Yes, he's taking the spin up. Race queen, good for him. Resume hand as always. I think he will as well. We're 60% over 36. Though he's just seen us beat the other person. Oh, we've got the flush draw. Is the flush coming? 38%, yes it is. There you go. And that's how you get to a triple up position. We're just going to flatten just so we can do this. We're checking. We're checking and legging it. Checking. See our next hand. We'll just take that down. Let me see how. We'll leave that going. See how all tables. Exit game. Back to starting stacks. Okay, so we're just closing down. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and we will catch you up later.